are live here today with the GTI series. I believe this is the first live stream of the weekend. We did get to manage a hot spotty race. There's only 4 cars in that one. Of course, the Rodsmods on Friday, we were only able to get through qualifying. That'll be racing on Sunday. Today, however, the first broadcast of the race, it is going to be the GTIs. Fox Spice down for just a little bit today after probably just that board of my onboard. It's going to be 5 minutes of qualifying. Let's start racing now. So, going hard if he goes. If someone does not go, then you can pass them if he is okay. This is just first qualifying. That guy's going to be able to set us off racing in the silver and Mercedes kind of designed snow color there. Parts of black. Green on the racetrack. The final turn, here we go. Green flag. 5 minutes is on the clock. It's going to be a 5-minute long sprint qualifying here with the GTI categories. Revan 1.5. First fastest time there. The Arctic Club driving the number 77 Porsche 911. Turn down that wrong, so you guys can hear the commentary as well. Big battle going up here. However, the fastest lap 22.008. However, an improvement here for the Arctic Club and the number 77 Porsche 911 GT3 right up. A little loose there, but he does manage to get going. Good job by the Arctic Club to keep this car together. Anyways, out of the final turn, I believe it's Gohan and Yapcat. Gohan takes top time, 21.738 at Purple Sector 1. Side by side between the Mustang and the Porsche 911 of Gohan, representing ADOS in the 12 machine. Okay. Now the front straight we go. It'll be a very short qualifying, however, one thing to note that makes this track a lot different than the other tracks, 5 minutes here. I believe that is 15 laps. I believe that was about the last stop of Rodsmods. Yeah, change lights on the track. The car runs slow. That was the Dark Horse Mustang being driven by Mitch. 738, that's the fastest time so far on the track. We're close to the halfway point of qualifying. Currently now into 6 laps in. Pack lead, by the way, is going to be Gohan. And for those that don't know, I believe everyone does know, we do pack lead rules for qualifying. So there is a virtual leader within the field, that one being the Black 12 DGS machine. By Gohan. Currently the leader, however, if the right club passes him, basically determines when qualifying is done. It will be determined if there's going to be enough time enough for the next lap once the timer goes out, or if he's closing in. We'll see when it goes down. Of course, we got a lot of time until that point. We are halfway done. I think we might have enough time here for maybe 15 laps. To the 5 and 5 by Sharks are lit for real. That is currently the 7th place car. Right in the back of the field. The full seater also in a Porsche 911. So it does show that there's I believe that driver skill has a big influence on the ability. And look at that, the RA Club taking the pole time also in a Porsche 911. 21.709. We have about a minute and 40 seconds left. Gohan makes his way across the start-finish line. I'm sorry for the lag. We're trying our best. partially because of my computer being really hot, so let me adjust this fans a little. Give a nice stream of air. It's a lot of air. No. My fan is rotating. Okay, about a minute left of qualifying. Gohan takes back the top time at 21.634. We are into, I think these and the Ron spawns are very equal in times. I want to mention here, though, purple sector 1 for the RA Club. Currently, the car's second in virtual position. A big factor today. The final turn does not take it. Now we have, I believe, enough time for another lap. We'll be watching closely here is Gohan making his way down the back straightaway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and I think this is going to be the white flag. So once you guys cross, there is one lap to go. If you are passed by the black Porsche, I'm looking at the Ford Mustang there, that will be your qualifying as well. So let's see. Making his way through the hairpin is going to be Gohan. Makes his way now into the final turn. Will he pass the lap car of Mitch? Yes, he does. Mitch is your final lap. Checker flag. Gohan. Purple sector 2 for the RA Club. Can they steal it? Yes, they do! 21.505. What an impressive run there by the RA Club. Gets it done at the line. And please go into the pit lane. Please go into the pit lane. We're going to set ourselves up here for a grid start in just a moment. Please go to the pit lane. Can the RCF please not go any faster? If they do, they will be penalized. Alright. He did pass you. Alright, so if we could line up in the following order at the start, at the pit line here. I want to, actually, before we do that, I do want to explain pit stops. Since there might be some people that are a little bit unfamiliar. Again, today, you're not going to need to worry about tire wear. Tire wear is not a factor. You just need to get fuel. In order to get fuel, your car needs to be completely stopped. You must make sure that all 4 wheels are inside of your pit box. Your pit box is themed around your car. I guess you guys catch your grid. You must be in first gear red line, by the way, when you're going through the pits. That point will be indicated by the cones on the sign, the double line, and the thing that says pit on it. That is about as straightforward as it gets. When you reach that point, you must be in first gear red line. If you're not, you will be given a drive-through penalty. That drive-through penalty is going to be just to go straight through the pits. Again, you must be first gear red line until you go on the pit exit, which is the other thing that also is the double lines with the cones on the sides that says pit on it. So, okay. Let's get into our orders. So our grid is as follows: the RA Club first place, Gohan in second place. We can hop out of our cars once we are in position. Fourth place is going to be that car guy if he rejoins the field. Fourth place is that car guy. Fifth place is Dabcat. Sixth place is Mitch. Seventh place is Sharks. So Sharks, if you can move up to over here, that'd be grandly appreciated. Everyone else's pit boxes, we will be removing all the extra cars. We do believe, if you haven't gotten to this point, probably I've missed it. It's 12:20, so. Going to be about 45 minutes of racing action. I want to also mention that this is also going to be a race with spin cautions. However, there is going to be a little bit of a thing to notice when it comes to the spin cautions. We're not going to be doing it like the ovals. If you want a spin caution, just say it in the chat, like I spun or something like that, or stop your car. If you stop your car for a few seconds, and you don't get back going right away, if you're on spots or something, then I probably will assume that. Or if you stop for a whole lap and then get past. If that does happen, that means that you are gonna get your lap back. You know, on this track, we will give you guys 1 lap back for caution. Actually, 2 laps back. There's the pitting. I understand that if there's a caution, you'll probably get screwed by that. So,
Grab a green. Okay. So it's going to be 2 laps for caution. Pick gear is going to be first gear red line. So he must be going first gear red line. If you're going anything else, if I hear you shifting and you're like going slowly in second, I still might be assuming you're speeding, so don't be that guy. Don't blow into the pits, because it's pretty obvious when you do that. That being said, this is going to be 120 laps. Now you might be saying, oh my god, that is so long, that's 45 minutes of driving there. It's going to take pretty quickly to go through it, so don't be too worried. Change all L -1. Now I want to remind you guys, it's going to be a grid start. We are not going to worry about corner cuts, because we do know that most of the cuts on this track are actually in inopportune locations. If you somehow make turn 1 work, more power to you. If you do have to retire, there is a exit off of turn 2. There's also an exit on the final turn. I'd rather you guys just head to the pit lane, though, if you have to exit. But if it is an emergency, just try to make your way over there if you can. Let me remove all the extra cars. So we will not be seeing T7 Jake. We will not be seeing R15 or Drifting Casey, it seems, today. So those cars are gone. So how this is going to work for the grid start, you see the slide over here on the flag stand. You guys are going to be looking at that. When it turns green, that's when you guys go. We will be doing the national anthem once again today for the broadcast. So, caution, of course, when you do have caution, you will be going 60 miles an hour. That being said, I recommend you guys turn your volume down. Please do not get into your cars until I call you to do so. So you might want to turn your volume down. This is a different anthem, but I don't know how loud it's going to be. We'll also be playing the national anthem of whoever wins today. So I believe there's only, I think there's a Moroccan and an Italian. I don't know where everyone else is from. I'm pretty sure everyone else is American. So that being said, yeah. Drivers to your cars. Once we, as we're doing this, we are also going to do the grade call out. Let the fans know who is where. From the back to the front in the set place on the 505, by Sharks on the FR. Dark Horse once again picking up 6th place. It is Mitch. We have rounded out 1 week in the last Lexus RCF number 19. We have Zach Harbaugh.
7th quarter. Italia. It is the RA Club. That being said, let's turn this light black. So you guys can focus here. We are going to go green in just a few short moments. Watch the lights. Watch the lights. It is green flag on the racetrack. And the first grid start of the season. Here we go. The green flag is out. And let's look at the front of the field here. It is going to be Bill Hahn looking at the inside. Clear the laps side by side for the lead. The RA Club looking to make a move for the front here through the final turn. Go Hahn down the inside. A crossover move for the lead as lap 1's leader is going to be the RA Club. The RA Club off to an early start. How about third place on Manos? Getting a dive bomb and a half from Dabcat. Dabcat's going to slide up there into the 4th place position here, taking over the RCF, being driven today by that car guy. How about the lead of the field? The RA Club and Gohan 131 both going at it. Oh, the RA Club gonna hit the wall. They scrub off a little bit of time, but they are right behind still. Only about a car length. How about Dabcat making moves for the podium without Manos? Gohan 131 making their way into the final corner with a very speedy Italian right behind him. How about the RCF going a little bit wide there with Manos in 3rd place? Dabcat looking at every point they can to attack. Got 2 big battles here, one for the front, one for the podium. I think Dabcat scrubs a little bit off on his sets at speed. How about for the front? Through the hairpin we go. And through. Dog is currently barking. Like it is. 5 laps into the 120 lap feature. Again, I think this is probably the biggest GTI field we've seen in a couple of years. So, regardless of how the race is doing, a great performance. You have a track this tight, 7 cars, makes it feel like a hell of a banger of a race. It really feels crowded, even with as small field as we have today. Might be seeing lap cars in a short while. So I'm gonna read myself so I can see how mine is. Current field as of now, I think the chaos at the start has kind of cleared itself out. It's going to be Gohan 131, the RA Club. Manos in 3rd, Dabcat currently in 4th, I believe, 5th place. That car guy, 6th place. Sharks are lit in Formula. Back in the field. I think he's actually starting to get close in by the leaders. Of course, I did say before the race, if we do have a caution, we'll give you guys 2 laps back. So. Be a lap down, it's not the end of the world. We do know how much these races wind down. There was a point where we didn't do cautions for spins. That was when races were determined by the laps. So. First lap car of the day, I believe, as Gohan makes his way through. Mitch. Besides, something that's going to happen a lot today. We do know with the track this tight, it's basically like an oval. It's actually shorter than some of the ovals we're running in even some of the short track classes. I think the box bodies are supposed to race at Phoenix, so I guess in that regard, the lap times are 100% shorter than some of our oval races. So. Just a very unique, almost in some regards awkward racetrack to some of these drivers. The 054 is falling back to the top 5. They're currently battling it out with the number 19 blue RCF, you can see right there. looks like Rohan's really starting to do a bit of a clinic here on the field. About half of the back straight over the second place car. I think there might be a possibility though that the RCF could be holding up pretty well to the RA club in his Porsche, so that could become a factor as we run this race through. Now Sharks is about to get passed by the 911 being driven by your leader Gohan 131. He will fall a lap down. Again, because of how short this track is, the maximum amount of laps you can fall down here is like 13, so don't be too worried. It's gonna happen to a lot of people, so we run caution free, of course. Now the pit window, I'm not really sure if there is some tire wear, which I don't believe there is. With the lap times, all seem to be pretty much doing the same. Which I want to mention, holy flag of 21.499 by Gohan. He's got this in his bag. I think Dabcat might be the next car potentially at risk of falling a lap down. They do have about 6 seconds to go. Then this race, if it does end up being caution free, they tend to wind down quite a bit. So we'll see. You know, the cars get 3 cautions. Let's not talk about the bad side of things. Let's talk about the good side. The good side is that we got a race going together. I was worried last night we wouldn't be able to get one going today. But it honestly does seem to be a pretty solid race. I think the field is pretty competitive for the most part. You're seeing Porsches and Lexuses pretty much being the same range, and I think something happened to Shark. As Mitch has retired. So we're going to clear that car out. As a first retiree, that leaves us down to 6 cars. Of course, again, on a track this tight, it really doesn't matter that much. 6 cars is still a pretty significant field. We'll get that Mustang out of the way. Back him up. Back to the front of the field. It is currently Gohan. I think something happening to the RA club. They could have gone for a lap here, or they could have gone for a pit stop. Could have spun. They did not call for a caution, so I guess we'll just run that for what it is. It'd be interesting if that was a fuel stop. Could have been maybe some attempt at a undercut. We don't have to worry about later on. Oh, he's gonna hit the wall in turn 1, so not a good thing for himself. Here's Dabcat and Gohan currently making it side by side out through the final turn. And Dabcat is, I believe, the 3rd car to fall a lap down. Again, this short race track is just a thing that happens very quickly here. So, this is the way through today's race. Speaking of other cars about to get put a lap down, Gohan's about to make his way up here to big time. That car guy. This is kind of the name of the game. It's a bit of a race that is reminiscent of the Little 500. Really, very mentally straining to do 120 laps here at full push. Of course, it's been a sprint race. is now about to call 2 laps down here. Again, if there's a caution, give us laps back. There for a shark. That being said, looks like fourth place car now at risk of being put a lap down. So again, just the name of the game, just run your race. Launch report, that car guy now about a lap down. Right out, current balance. It's a lot of cars going around the track. We are now quarter way through the race. I believe that is the right club. That pack comes back out of the pits. That pack going into the pits might be the fuel stop there. And we got a spin by the right club. You want a caution? Okay. Race back happening right now here. Johan is going to get it. Second place is going to be at Manos. Third place will be Big Time Yard Club. Fourth is going to be Dap Cat. You guys get up to 2 laps back. Still up. Sander 60, your leader. Looking at you if the leader's going over 60. Whichever number third here has been overlapped, so it's kind of how these proto tracks tend. It's gonna get bunched up again. I will say the pits are open. But if you do that, especially if you're up in the front, that might sort you a spot. So. We're gonna give you guys fuel. Or we're gonna give you guys like a pit lap once we're all up together. Truck is gonna spin off the front street. Okay. You stuck? You have to unstuck yourself under your own path. Ah, right. You were talking about the controller issues. Try not to fall 2 laps down. 3. Okay. Got 2 cars into the pits. That is the RCF of Atmanos and the number 19 car. Fuel. All right. You don't need to wait for fuel. You don't need to wait for. Are you retiring? What are you doing? No, if you moved, then you had fuel. Bill.
You press sets. Just go. Just go. It goes up automatically, dude. You're gonna be a lap down. To regroup to the front of the group. You're gonna be a lap down, but you can get your lap back on the next caution. There's one. So just be patient. You know, if there's more spins, there will be another chance there to get your laps back. So you're just gonna have to kind of deal with it for today. I believe we were down to 5 cars. Once we are all grouped up together, we will be giving you guys one more lap for getting fuel, and then another one to prepare for going green. So this next lap will be the pit lap, which will be the last opportunity to pit before we go to the green lap. So we are in fact grouped up together here. So just So if you want to do a pit stop, this is your last chance to do so. We'll be doing another lap after this. I believe everyone has already gotten that kind of figured out, so one more lap. And then we'll be going green the next time. The lights are black. Remember, there's a 5-second timer there on the fuel system, but once you press X, you're good to go. You don't need to worry about it. So let's move up to the leader here, looking at Dabcat. Move up. Okay. Green flag. Wow, to pass Atmanos. Only Atmanos. That's good. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yellow or no yellow? Gets it back going, so we're gonna say green. Alright, well that means that Johan is gonna clock down another lap here. There's a bit of a spin off there off of one. That is a car that caused the caution originally going into this, so probably not wanting to get himself too many strikes too early on. It'll be pretty entertaining here though, seeing the Iron Club going through the field again. He's one of the fastest cars on the track tomorrow. This will be tomorrow at 10. Big time here currently side by side with Dabcat. Of course, just trying to run this restart through. Big hit there onto the wall for Dabcat. They do stay out of trouble. Other than that. Here's the Right Club now closing in on Dabcat for the 3rd place spot. Nice, that's it. Of course, it's going to be driving with a lot of ferocity. Made that spin on the restart. We're pushing it all. I'll answer those questions later. We now are 50 into it, and in 10 laps we'll be halfway home. Right Club looking to make a better exit. They get a little bit slidey off through the hairpin. Here we go. He'll snag back that podium. Cuts through like butter, and he's back up to third. Gonna run a little bit high. Here is Dabcat right behind him. Oh! The Right Club gonna get loose. We're gonna keep it green. They seem to have no desire to call another caution. So a lot of issues there for the RA Club. They had it all the way up to third, but then they got loose. They spun it. We'll keep it going. Manos running a fairly clean race here in second. Johan's going to clock down another lap. Alright, Club could be a little bit at risk of falling a lap down. Meanwhile, here Johan clocking down our lap, 5 more to go until we're halfway home. And he's been leading the entire race here. We know that Gohan had a lot of issues at Berlin last week, but he's a completely different animal when it comes to these road course races. I could also see Evan Varney there in the grandstands. Come on, guy, make its way through turn 1 cleanly. How about your leader? So next time by, we'll be halfway home. I don't think there's going to be any question about who that driver is going to be. He's made his way through the trouble corner. Now Gohan through the hairpin. And through the final turn to mark the halfway point. That is going to be Gohan. Gohan gets to clock half of the laps as the leader here. Pretty much uncontested today. Not about like an F1 race. I think the RA Club might be closing in a little bit here on Dabcat. Again, for the third place spot. They got the leader, Gohan, just behind. Now the turn 1 goes. Dabcat, is he going to get back going immediately? Yes, he is. Or not? Okay. That's going to be the yellow out for Dabcat. Be put to, I guess, a 4th place spot. Alright, yellow's out. Gohan, if you could keep down a little. Johan's gonna go for a pit stop for some fuel. So if he gets passed by Manos, that'll mean that Manos will be the new leader. Not Manos is. Manos, keep the speed down. Keep the speed down. You are the leader. Dabcat, move it back if you. Dabcat, move back to your pit bots if you want to not get a penalty. Stop there in a second. Okay, you're good. You're good. Go back through. And I believe you will be behind that car guy. So. Positions are Manos, Gohan, Yari Club, that car guy, and now Dabcat. So he's back onto the lead lap. So that being said, let's keep it under 60 miles an hour here at the lead, please. That's the fastest I want to see you guys on the straights. Keep it around 40 on the turns. Bit of a save by the bell there for the RI Club. He had to spin at the start. I think I had 2 spins at this point. And despite that, the back up in third. So, getting back in order. We will be doing one more lap to give you guys a chance to do a pit stop before we go green. So that being said, we are back in our order. Actually, no, Dabcat's not. Why is he a lap down? Dabcat, get your lap back. We're gonna stay under yellow until he's back. So just if you want to go green soon, just let him catch up. The reason why is for fuel reasons, so it's fair. Car in the pits, that is big time. Going for you just gotta press sets, that's all you gotta do. You get going, you don't have to wait for anything. So it's not too much of the last time. There's the red line. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and go. Get ahead of Dab, get ahead of Dab. Yeah. Okay. Race out of the pit lane and it will be the 19. That's kind of the only place where passing can really happen here on the track, and that is the pits. If you get being out of the exit, that means that you lost the spot. However, that is not what happened. I believe this lap we will be doing the pit lap. This is the last opportunity for any of you guys to go for a pit stop. And that's one. So this is the pit lap. Time by will be going green. Remember, no passing until the start-finish line, unless you are called out. One more to go. Let's maintain 60 miles an hour on the back straight, please. Lights are black. Catch up there. Sandbag, please. Go on, catch. Green flag. Start. Go on, currently side by side for the lead here, but there is Mr. Monaco make a 3-way battle for the front. Monaco's going to slide back to the 3rd place spot. How about Mr. Monaco? A bit of a rebound in a lot of his time being in the back of the field. I think it might have helped him learn a little. Here he is side by side for the lead.
And make a move around the outside. Now looking down the inside. Crossover for the lead. Johan back to the front. The right club right behind him though. So close into lap 75 here. Interesting shifting technique by your leader. I'm not going to say what's happening, but notice that. Short shifting, trying to keep his car from picking out or something of that type of nature. We'll clock down another lap about second place here. Might be seeing a battle once again. Here is Manos looking at the rear bumper. Back about a car though. And then the final turn to go. There's there by Mr. Monaco. Oh, we got the RA Club around. Do they call it? Yes, they do. Okay. That's going to be their second strike. It's the second strike there for the RA Club. Next time you spin, that will be your race. Or next time you spin, cause a caution. So Gohan's going to get that race back. It's going to be up on second place. That car guy now up in the podium. That got him fourth. Caution for us here today. We have a Porsche, very fast Porsche there in the back. It'll be interesting to watch making their way up the field. We're back together, so with that being said, without any lap cars, this is going to be your pit lap. If anyone wants to do a pit stop, this is your opportunity. You'll have to take however many positions you've lost. Dabcat is going to go for it. Next lap, we will be going green. Dabcat, you might want to go full speed when it comes to it. You just got to do a little splash and go. The one to go here. Hopefully Dabcat can catch up in time. 60 miles an hour is the fastest I want to see in the streets. Let's catch up, guys. Come on. I'm gonna keep a yellow in our lap. That Manos, that's a warning for not keeping up with the leader. No penalty, just a warning. And then again, there will be a strike. So just keep up. Johan, keep it under 60, or keep it at 60. You're not going any faster than 60. Watch lights. Green flag. What a great answer there by Johan. I want to mention also the RA Club going to have to make its way through the field. We have that car guy looking at the rear bumper, the other RCF in the field, driven by Manos. The RA Club going to close in here little by little. But how about the battle for second place? That car guy looking down the inside. A better exit, however, by Manos. Oh, he runs a white. The car guy runs the 19 RCF right into the outside wall. We'll turn the greens on. another wide moment there for the 19. Look at the inside of the Porsche 911 of the RA Club. That'll make him fall a little bit back here. RA Club gonna run a little bit into the inside wall. Runs a little high, a little wide. How about the RCF? RCF is going to run a bit of an unorthodox line. That being said, the RA Club back into third place, potentially hunting down the black and green RCF, number 54, driven by Atmanos. In about 4 laps, we'll see the last quarter of today's race. Up, Dab Cat's on yellow. Yellow flag. Race back happened. Race back happened. Race back happened. That is your order on the race back. That's your order on the race back. We already are in. We're already a race back. Slow down.
Slow down. The race back already happened. And the car guy is going to retire. Dabcat is going to get his lap back. We are down to 4 cars. That is Dabcat's second spin. We're down to 4, so pretty much one of you guys will not finish on the podium today. The 3 of you guys will. So I guess in a way that is pretty encouraging. For what it is. Bit of a survival race today building up. I want to mention tomorrow we'll be doing 3 races actually. 10 a.m. tomorrow we'll be doing the stock I4s for a, I believe, 25 lap race, maybe 30. 12 p.m. with a 50 lap Formula Micro race, and 2 p.m. hopefully we'll get the rod spots going. So last quarter of the race is going to be the last chance for you guys to go for a pit stop here. There are no takers, so next lap we will be going green. Alright, lights are going out this lap. Might be the last restart here. Gohan, warning for Gohan for jumping. Don't go until you see the green. Keep up with the leader here at Monos. You're doing okay. Oh, he's just frozen on the track. Another lap under yellow. Gohan's having issues. My apologies. I'm having a lot of issues actually with lag. We can pace. A little bit more green, but caution lights. Red flag.
Mono, skip up a tiny bit here. Good. Okay. Side by side for the lead. However, here's Bilhan making a move, and he will come back up in front. Here is the RA Club. Looking to stir up the pot. 25 laps to go. And we got side-by-side action for the lead. Bilhan going to make a crossover move with the RA Club. The RA Club around the outside. Might have just about clipped that outside wall, I'm not sure. Both these drivers very fast. However, the RA Club's been a slightly less clean driver today. Of course, he's on his last strike. If he does spin out, he's going to have to deal with it. Club now looking down the inside for the front of the field. I'll just plow back a little bit here to about maybe a car length. Great exit though by the Porsche 911-77 machine. Off of turn 1. Going down the airpin. Looks like status code could be a thing again. Let's see. Laps there, challenge there for the leader. What is for certain though is that one of these cars is for certain not finishing on the podium. 3 will. Is marking a survival race today, and who's finishing today is going to be a great points boost in the championship as that comes to become a thing later on throughout the season. 20 laps to go here. The RA Club, remember this is your last strike, so kind of just gotta deal with whatever happens. Spin there for the RA Club. Fortunately, that might that could have hurt their efforts for the race win. We'll see. We still got 20 more laps around this circuit. Well, that's here to bring. So Mono's merging back up into second place. Currently spread out to their own places here. Gohan might be the race winner. I'm gonna probably call that, put my gun on it, unless something drastic happens here. Did have a little bit of lag there coming to the restart. I don't know if that's gonna be something that'll buy him back. We are now 15, coming to 14 here. Gohan bring this off. About 3 seconds here, same gap for pretty much every other position here. About 3 seconds going off every position, so let's see where that goes. I believe this is the first time that Bilhan has partaken in a GTI event. I could be corrected, but as far as my knowledge goes, this is the first time at least winning a GTI race, so
out there in the number 12 DGS Porsche. Doing pretty good for our team. So let's see here. We got about 12 left. 12 circuits around this place, and your GTI feature will be done. Of course, we hope to make a return at Indianapolis in a couple of weeks. The Daytona and Sebring races are most likely going to be moved down in order to make sure that we could get as good cars as possible coming into our next race. So it should be about 4 to 5 weeks to get a better car. So yeah. This time by 10 to go for Gohan in the 12.911. Said it's been pretty awesome to get this track set up for the weekend. Of course, here's your Grand Prix. If you look in the background, we got new trees in place. Redone a little bit of the walls there in turn 1. Of course, addressing the crash that McLaren 720S, formerly driven by the RA Club. We're still doing today with a solid 3rd place, maybe even a 2nd. We see him closing down to a Monos here, so we'll see. It might be something to watch here. We'll put that up. Of course, he had a pretty big crash here last year. I believe, turn 1 exit. If there was catch fences there, there was not catch fences until about over the crest. Oh, when he goes around, we'll be able to get it back going. Guess I answers that. We'll still be finishing on the podium. Highly doubt that's going to change. And Gab Cap will be finishing this race most likely a lap down. Next time by, we'll be seeing 5 to go. We are starting to wrap things up here. Five to go for the 12 BGS Black Porsche. So nice up here, very quick. Just seeing how you can manage to drift the car around the hairpin. Some of these laps, pretty smooth that time around. Pushing the absolute piss out of this thing. 4 to go here for Gohan. Just gotta make his way around the circuit pretty much through this part of it 4 more times. Should be good. Making its way now through the final turn, 3 laps to go for your leader, the 12 car. Got a complete clinic by him. I'd like to mention that there are overtime rules, but don't need to worry about that today. To go now for Gohan. Next time by, we'll be seeing the white flag. I want to mention that Gohan here already has a win in the Fox bodies. The poll for Rodsmods should be up on Sunday. The white flag now out. So guys cross the line. The white is out. One more time around. The hairpin goes. The 12.911 DGS car. A great race by them. Again, no challenge by anyone. They are in their own league. Out of the final turn, your race winner going slowly across the line. It is going to be going backwards. Oh, show off. Gohan 131. Second place is going to be at Manos. And third, it's going to go to the RA Club. Dapcat will be finished off in 4th place. A great points finish for him. Manages to survive the Hoosier Grand Prix. So there is a podium. Today we'll be playing the United States Anthem once again. That'll be over on the infield. Top 3 will be there. Great job there by Gohan. I can teleport you, Gohan, if you want. Our results today is Gohan up Manos and the RA Club. Cat gonna finish off in 4th place, 5th place. Well, actually, DNFs are that car guy pulled off. Sharks are lit pulled off, and Michu pulled off. Sharks had mechanical issues or more so electric issues. Their controller disconnected. They knew they kind of had to go there. Quick time is Gohan, and Pole is also Gohan, so pretty much swept the feature. We got a couple more going on tomorrow. We got 3 races tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. U.S. Pacific Standard Time with the Stock I-4s. We'll be doing the Formula Micros at 12 p.m. and then we've delayed the Friday Rodsmod feature to Sunday at 2 p.m. That is going to be it for today. We will be doing our podium as soon as the drivers come up. Probably, if you can prove yourself. So, once the podium guys are ready, that is Gohan and Manos. If you guys can move over to the podium, that is there off right at the start-finish line on the other side. And we'll be interviewing all of the drivers that stick around. That is going to be starting off by the race winner, of course, Gohan. So if you can move your car up to here. Well, let's get the winner's car here. So plain black Porsche. We will be probably adding some more decals to that as the season goes on. But for now, that's just kind of what we got in mind. So. Let's get our podium up here. Again, the United States anthem bound to play again. Yes, up, Manos? Sure. Take your bottle of I don't even know what that is. I think it's just sparkling water. For you, it's sparkling water. Yeah, sparkling water for you. Alright, just stand by your trophies here. I'll stand by the race winner again. Good job on DGS today. We will be playing the national anthem. Let's give it up for your race winner, Gohan 131. Sweeps the feature. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, that's true. They need to be worked on. We'll do a lot of work on these coming to Indy. They're gonna give it out to Gohan, and what a race! Complete domination there by the 12 car, and we'll see what comes up at Indy. Yes, we'll be doing interviews and we'll do them right now. So, let's start for your race winner here, Gohan 131. Again, a complete sweep of the field. Unstoppable driver today in the number 12 GGS Porsche 911. How'd the race go for you today, Gohan?
Yeah, it was pretty fun and everything. I will say the cars do handle a little bit like goofy though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know if it's the track that's causing the low grip or it's the cars or what, but even on the GTI cars, I'm able to just like start fucking four-wheel drift rallying on the hairpins and then gain like some crazy time. And I know for a fact that GTI cars are just what the what's going on? Okay, whatever. But yeah, I think these cars. I don't know if it's the cars or the track, but um, the grip was definitely too low for GT cars for sure. But I was just able to just start drifting on the hairpins and gain like some ridiculous time. But besides that, it was still pretty fun.
All right. I hope you enjoyed the race. Regardless, again, we're going to be doing a lot of work. Today it was really just about getting the cars to a raceable point. From here, we're going to probably try to help gear them, know what can be done. There we go. But yeah, again, we got a couple of weeks off here just to work on these. So, whatever happened today, we understand. There's a lot of issues. So, thanks anyways. If you want to go up next, here is Manos. Let's get him unmuted here. Here we are.
Hello.
Hi. So it's very solid second place finish for you today. It looked like you had a couple of threats here from that car guy at some point in Snapcat, and especially the RA club today. However, held together to the end. I don't think he had any issues today. Just ran a fairly clean, solid race, managing to get you a solid second place finish. What happened today for you?
Well, it was, I've been struggling with the oval courses in the last few months. I got a win in the first class series, which was good, which gave me a push. But I was gonna wait to unleash it here in the road course, which happened today, and qualified good, started P3s, and I knew I had a chance at the win or the second place, which hopefully happened. It was a bit annoying, to be honest, for Mr. Monaco to be spending a lot of time and pulling off the yellow courses. But yeah, whatever. I'm happy that I managed to do it at the end, and it's the first podium in the GT class. And by this, I think by now I've achieved a podium in every class so far.
So pretty solid job. Hopefully, we'll see you coming up to Indianapolis. That'll be the same track that Shuffle wants to be running. So we'll see. We're gonna be doing a lot of improvements to these cars coming to that, of course. So uh, that being said, I know a bit of a weird track too. Uh, any other thoughts?
No, nothing, but I'm excited. Is Indiana going to be a road course or oval?
Well, for Randy's, it's gonna be the road course. It's gonna
Oh,
be both.
well, that's very good. Yeah, that's very good because I actually like Indianapolis, and I don't know if you're familiar with any Formula U's history, but it's one of my most successful tracks there. So yeah, wait for me there, me and Shuffle.
All right. Well, thank you for turning up for today's race. Hope to see you in the future. Uh, however the cars were like today, we're gonna be doing a lot of improvements. We just had to get them to a raceable point, and look forward to what comes up in the future. So, that being said, thank you. We'll be moving now on to the RA Club. a podium today, a lot of struggling today. However, despite it, a solid P3. I think that's something to be pretty proud of, especially with how many issues you came across today. So, uh, overall, how were the cars and how'd the race go? If you'd like to do an interview. Yeah, Paul? Wait, do you? Oh, you do? Shit. I'll change that. I forgot. You literally stole it on the final fucking lap. So, anyways, would you like to go ahead and do an interview at the right club here? Alright, with BJ in the chat here, so I'll read for him. So, okay, race. Call it a bad record from last year on this track, but I couldn't string it. Especially with the slippery and consistent cars, but it's a start. Had so much going on this week that I just couldn't get all my focus to the race. Then I'm awaiting the new helmet. Then I'm scheduled to a 3-day test with a Luma LMP3 in October. Mhm. So yeah, pretty stupendous at the moment. Okay. Well, have fun with all of that. Of course, regardless of wherever you finish today, that was going to be better than last year. You could probably think that slightly redone turn one still seemed to be a bit of an issue for you today, but not as big of an issue. So, is there anything else you want to talk about before we move on to the fourth place car of DAPCAT 145? Hope the GUI comes back to these cars. That's all. All right. Well, thank you there, and good luck coming up to the next time you feel like turning out to race. We're going to talk now to Dabcat. In a way, this is the closest thing to a home race. Not quite New England, but it is upstate New York, which is about where closest we could really get to it. So, to finish on a track that might feel a little bit closer to home might be a bit of a cool feeling. One that realistically you probably could drive to. Really, 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 really felt like it. So, I don't know. How's the track today? And how are you doing here, Dabcat?
So track layout today was a really enjoyable experience. I do enjoy the track layout that this track has. It's a very fun thing to experience, and it's challenging, a little technical because of the little bumps that you have. So overall, track conditions were really nice. I definitely think there was definitely some stuff left to be earned from the cars, however. I did notice after, lap 100 that my pacing compared to the other two cars was just not on point. And it was, just a hair frustrating because I was, trying to push the car as hard as I could to at least keep up with R8. And in the end, I couldn't really keep the pace going. So, that's how it be. But I'm excited to get this livery done. There's a slight teaser here and on this car, and also, if you have a keen eye, this will be the same livery that I try and put on the Fox body. So I'll have both liveries done at some point. I wanted to have two matching cars. And, I'm excited to really dive deep into GTIs again because it's been a good little bit. But yeah, this race so far has been a really close race. I was hoping it was a little bit closer, but it was still enjoyable. I still had a good fight, and overall, I'm very happy with P4.
All right. Well, again, this race is kind of a bit about survival. Usually, just a lot of people fall laps down and give up, but you helped yourself together. Still going to be a great points race, especially if you are dedicated to the championship.
Yes.
So that could be something that's helpful later on. So, uh, that being said, we hope to see you maybe try something out tomorrow, whatever you really feel like, or if not, it's fine. But still, thanks for turning up today. And is there anything else you want to talk about?
About the only other thing is, maybe there's plans in store to get a track that's a little bit closer than New Hampshire. Wink, wink.
Oh, this isn't New Hampshire. This is New York.
Oh, New York. So
A
okay,
lot
then it's a
closer.
little bit further than I
A
thought.
lot closer than.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this track will be a little treat for everybody.
Yes. So we'll see what that works out to. I know there's actually like a lot of tracks in England, so
Yes.
yeah. But that being said, my dog is currently barking up a storm. I'll check on him in a little bit, but I will be wrapping up the stream soon. Again, is that all you want to say?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So we have 3 races tomorrow. The next time we run the GTIs will be in a couple of weekends here, just to fix everything with the cars. A couple of kinks need to be worked through. Quite a few, actually. So we're going to be doing a bit of an Indiana sweep. But to finish that off, we'll be going to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. However, this weekend there is a lot more racing going on. 3 to be exact, out of this 5 race weekend. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. US Pacific Standard Time, we'll be doing the stock I4s for, again, I believe it's 25 laps. So let me proofread myself real quickly before I call that. 30 laps. 30 laps with the stock I4s. That's going to be at 10 a.m. US Pacific Standard Time. 12 p.m. we'll be doing the Formula Micros. That'll be a 50-lap race. And then 2 p.m. the Rotsmods will get it going for a 80-lap feature. So a lot of fast cars and the slowest cars of the weekend kind of fall together here. So that's pretty good. That being said, thank you guys for watching this. If you've made it to this point, yeah, I think it's really all I have to say. I will be seeing you guys later.